How's it going, guys? Jackson here at Toasty DIY, and today we're taking a look at a keyboard that is not like any other keyboard we have looked at on the main channel or Toasty DIY before. And this is a $250 keyboard, so it is no joke when it comes to the price. You're definitely in the territory of, I would say, enthusiast space at 250 bucks, but this keyboard is very unique. Main reason being, for one, it's TMR, which is already really cool because it's better than Hall Effect in pretty much every way besides the pricing, and it gets better battery life, it's more accurate, and on top of that, this thing does not have any springs inside. So that's pretty crazy. It actually uses magnets opposing each other, and that is how the actual switch rebounds. It has PBT keycaps, it's a CNC aluminum design, it even has some carbon fiber elements involved, so it's actually a keyboard that may deserve that high-end price. Alright, so right off the bat, I gotta say, the box is heavy. You can definitely tell this is going to be a heavy keyboard, which usually is what you want. When you're spinning along the keyboard, you're not going for lightweight, unlike mice, which is kind of funny. You know, with the keyboard, you want it to stay planted, you don't want it to move, and honestly, whenever you do move it, you want to have a very hefty feel, because it just feels premium that way. And boxing is really nice. We actually have a magnetic box that's pretty reusable, I'd say. The inside here is really cool because this is like a quick start guide that tells you all of the macros for the RGB. This is genius. I almost wish more companies would do this. Let me actually get a little closer for you guys so you can kind of see it there. Yeah, that is very cool. I wish more companies would actually do that. And then they even give us this on top. It's basically like another quick start guide that has even more info on it. So absolutely awesome for UniqMag. Big shout out for that. I love the idea. If I don't want to download a software to use my keyboard, I don't have to. I can just go straight into it. But there will be a lot of cool features that'll probably make downloading the software worth it. Man, this thing is hefty. That is very nice. All right, so inside the box, we get the keyboard, and then we have an accessory box. Of course, we gotta save the best for last, so let's go into the accessory box. So like typical Hall Effect, this is a hot swap keyboard that just has literally two centered stems, and that's basically it. You can see it has shine through on both sides, so north and south facing shine through. But yeah, so very similar to like a box style switch, except like I said, it's a circle, and it does have a U on it, so I guess it's their own in-house levitating magnetic switch, which is pretty cool. See what else we get inside of here, because obviously we're not just going to get that. We're probably going to get a keycap puller, and of course our cable. Oh, this is cool. We actually get a very nice little traveling mesh case, which I will say is extremely soft. It has like a really nice material. So pretty cool. Always appreciate little extra add-ons like that, even if you're not necessarily going to use them. And then the power cable that we get is white with this specific model, and then we do have a keycap switch puller combo. So they did send us, I would argue, you know, now that I'm looking at it in person, it's not as ugly as I thought it was going to be. They have multiple colors, and I really hoped I was going to get like the tan one. They also have like, I think it's a black and blue color scheme, and then this one here, which is their red. I gotta say, the red's actually kind of cool because the back plate, the top plate is almost more of like a copper color, and then you get like a red gradient that kind of looks like fire. It fades from like starts at a brown and then ends up at like a light red with some orange accents. This thing, like I said, is heavy. I mean, it is all aluminum. We have this carbon fiber, I suppose, weight. Now, it does not have flip-out feet, but it does have 4 anti-skid pads there. We have just standard USB-C that plugs into the back. And I gotta say, the side profile and the back profile is very cool. Pretty angled. Definitely very unique. UniqMag, if you will. So just based on this, I'm normally used to the keyboards having like a spot for, you know, like a dongle and everything, but I guess since this one appears to not be wireless, we just have the USB-C, and then there's no power button or anything like that. So we will have to plug it in to actually see what it looks like, but it is a TKL keyboard, which is my personal favorite size and form factor, but they do also make this, I think, in a 81 key layout, if I remember correctly, but I'll have to double check and put it on screen. You can see here we have some profile buttons, which is also cool to touch. And wow, these things sound really good when they bottom out. That's one of the things that we always complain about with Hall Effect keyboards, is we usually, in the past, I found that they don't have the greatest typing experience, but this one sounds really good, and we will get a real typing test of it. Stabilizers sound and feel pretty good. Supposedly, I think they say that the stabilizers are carbon fiber even, which is pretty crazy. I will say spacebar does rebound a little bit slow, which could be due to stabilizers, could be due to, you know, only one switch being most of the force to bring it back up. Hard to say, but a little bit of a slower rebound, but all the other larger keys like shift, caps, tabs, backspace, they all feel pretty good. So once again, we have the UniqMag UQ71, which you can get in red, you can get it in retro white, and you can get it in gray. Now, the whole entire design is evolved around the UniqMag switch, which has a TMR sensor. So what's really cool about these switches is that you don't have your typical copper leaf or metal leaf. You basically literally just have a magnetic field sensor, which is kind of similar to how Hall effect works as well. And there's a whole lot of research you can do on TMR versus Hall effect, but TMR is definitely a very, very cool kind of newer hardware design that is starting to get put into a lot of things like controllers and obviously keyboards. They do have RS, DKS, SOC-D, and some other key functions which are compatible with certain FPS titles, but make sure you're very careful because some of those can actually get you banned. And as far as the structure breakdown goes, we have the PBT heat sublimation keycaps, we have the UniqLev Springless MagLev Switches, we have aluminum CNC top gasket, carbon fiber stabilizer, of course the PCB motherboard, aluminum CNC bottom gasket, and then an aluminum bottom plate. So this layout's considered to be a 71% or 71 ANSI, and it has a tray mount structure. It is made of aluminum case with some carbon fiber on the bottom as well. They said that the polling rate is 8K, the scanning rate is 16,000 Hertz. It has a latency of 0.08 milliseconds, and it has a RT sensitivity of 0.005 millimeters. It does have adjustable actuation all the way from 0.001 millimeters up to 3.1 millimeters. It does have web-based software, which we will get into a little bit. It is wired only. It does have hot swap support and key rollover support. It has south-facing LEDs, and it has full remapping support as well, and it comes in at 1,633 grams with a 1-year warranty. Now we've talked about this keyboard quite a bit, and one of the main things we got to do on it is actually do a typing test and actually game on it, because I know sometimes we'll just do these and we'll be like, yeah, they look cool, but I want to actually really get some game time in on it just to see how I feel about it, the sound, the typing experience. And of course, we need to test out some of that variable actuation, because that's one of the cool parts about this being essentially an analog keyboard, is you can actually have all of these switches act like a joystick or a trigger on a controller, where you actually have variable actuation rather than on or off, which any standard keyboard that has a normal switch is going to only be on or off. You're not really going to get actuation points, but with things like Hall effect and analog and even optical, you can actually get variable rates, which is pretty cool. So let's go ahead and get to gaming. Here is the typing test, and I will say I did have to download their firmware software, which I did not see anywhere on VIA. I had to actually just go to their website, download it. It was super quick and easy though, I will say. But before that, the keyboard did not just natively work out of the box. It kept disconnecting and reconnecting, so it's all good now. We got their firmware. It only took me about a minute to figure out, and we're ready to type. Okay, so this right here is the OG keyboard, the one that I've been using for, I'm gonna say, like 2 years now. It's been quite some time. This is the Iconix OG80, and this is the Wormhole edition, if I remember correctly, and I think it has speed silvers. I know there's a lot of thinks and if and maybe I remember, but yeah, it's been a while. I've had this forever. It is just a standard mechanical keyboard. It's not super heavy, but it's not light. Very unique profile, as you can see. Really, really cool keyboard. Matches my setup pretty well overall. So I really do like this keyboard a lot. I don't know why I chose this game to be the competitive game that I try with the keyboard, but in all honesty, I play competitive games. I play a lot of Apex. I'll play Valorant, CS. I'm not amazing at any of them, so realistically, I don't think I'm going to notice a major difference between, having an 8K polling rate keyboard with TMR switches versus my probably 1K polling rate Iconix keyboard. But on the bright side, I will say, this is at least a nice keyboard. It's pretty artisan. I think it's about a $180 keyboard when it was new. I don't know what they're worth now, but it definitely was not a cheap keyboard. It's not some generic, Corsair, HyperX, Razer keyboard. It actually was a pretty cool artisan keyboard when I got it, and I still think it's pretty cool. But I'm gonna try I'm going to try going over to the UniqMag keyboard and just see how it feels, because typing and everything, I am extremely impressed, because Hall effect and TMR normally don't sound that good. So let's go ahead and switch over. All right, so we are now on the UniqMag keyboard, and I gotta say, I mean, sound-wise, it's good. Like sound-wise, feel-wise, like it is a solid little keyboard. And I mean, not only does it sound good, but I feel like the performance is definitely there. Now, I'm not gonna just sugarcoat this and sit here and act like, oh, I can feel a difference. It's so instantaneous, you know? But it feels great. I mean, it's as instant as I think it possibly could be. I don't feel any delay or anything. I will say one really cool touch that I didn't really talk about earlier is this. You can actually see the actuation force that you're pressing with, which I think is super cool. Kind of destroys my Iconix a little bit. It's got a nice sound. We're gonna try to go a different way this time, and I'm hoping I don't get sniped. Ooh, is that a headshot? We hit those shot? We hit those? Oh god, it hurts. Ooh. Oh, I really need health. Meow. I gotta say too, you know, even though this wouldn't be like my go-to color, this one does match my setup pretty well. I do have a orange and red kind of theme going, like orange, yellow, and red. Basically, it's supposed to be like a fiery kind of theme, kind of cozy. This does actually match pretty well. Now, they do come in different colors, so obviously the color thing's not a huge deal, really. It's really just preference. You're gonna order what you're gonna order. This just happened to be the color that they sent us. Fighting.
Oh yeah, oh, they're fighting. I'm gonna go slide at them. I'll just see you, unless you want to go with me.
New kill leader?
I'm up top.
We're up top.
Sounds like
Oh my god, Zach, they don't know where to. Beam him, beam him.
Oh my god, they're so fast.
Yeah, they did the thing.
Ah!
Noah's doing the thing. There is another team down there.
Yeah, down there.
I'm down.
Looks like someone's thirsted and dead. Down there.
They're inside.
I'm hit. Could use some help. I'm recharging my shields.
On me, I might be.
I shot my back.
Where? Oh, right here.
How long do these little things on the little speed boost things last? Remember?
I don't know, Zach, but I already know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna accidentally hit one and get launched out into a fight at some point. I just know what's gonna happen.
That might just happen.
Oh, guys, I'm down. I'm not gonna lie to you all. There's no way they're quick there, right?
Throw a drone out. I threw my ult out.
Recharging my shields. Cover me.
Power chill.
See if it finds
Wait, what's your ult?
the drone that can find people, and then if it hits them, it launches them into the fucking game. Oh, on me.
Oh. No, you are in fact getting launched on. Can you run?
Oh my god. Oh!
Zach, is that your ult?
Oh, there's all three on me. This guy's missed every one.
I ulted him, Zach, I ulted him. Oh, Zach, big damage, bro, big damage.
Down one.
Burning one? I have so many grenades. Wait, is that you? Oh, I'm shooting Zach. Oh no, I couldn't get the armor swap. There's one back here, Zach. I don't know who that is. Wait, he's running. It must be solo.
I got you.
Could be their teammate. That's perfect. Oh, I cracked him.
The conduit.
But he's healing.
What? From around the corner. He killed me from around the corner. I know. All right, so I had a few days with the UniqMag keyboard, and you know, I gotta say, overall, this is a incredibly unique keyboard, no pun intended, and the TMR technology is really cool. Now, as far as like I guess the things that I'd maybe like to see in the future is, I feel like for the price, wireless would be kind of nice. Now, I know that if it was wireless, maybe it wouldn't be 8K polling rate, so that might be an advantage of having it wired. And also, with it being a type of Hall effect, essentially TMR, maybe the battery life wouldn't be that great. I'm not really sure, but I feel like one of the main advantages of TMR should be less power consumption. So in turn, having this be tri-mode capable would be kind of cool. The build quality is great. I actually ended up really liking this color scheme because the more I looked at it, the more I was like, it makes me think of like Zelda with the text in the font, and then kind of almost like a fire theme as far as the kind of, I'd say like yellow to brown color scheme goes. So really cool keyboard. I would say that, you know, obviously if you're watching this video, you're probably interested in a TMR keyboard, and they're pretty rare right now. So I think that this is a early adopter of TMR switches. I think we will start to see these get more popular, and I'm pretty excited to see where the space takes it. I do think that in terms of sound, it doesn't really get much better than this. I mean, this sounds really good. I think that these feel like they have a pretty good preload to them. Good, I'm assuming that they're lubed. I mean, they have a little bit of scratchiness to them, but nothing super crazy that you notice when you're actually typing. And overall, very responsive, very good looking, very heavy, very good quality. There's like no plastic on this thing, minus the keycaps, of course. So it's a good keyboard. I like it. I will have links down below. I don't think there'll be affiliate links. There'll just be probably a link to their website. And there may be a discount code as well. So make sure you check the links down below and any text that there may be. But we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.